Today's global energy and environmental challenges have become issues directly affecting our everyday lives. The rapid economic development occurring in many parts of the world has put pressure on energy and water supplies and their associated environmental impacts. Our environmental clock is ticking. Experts agree that we need to lower the environmental impacts of our energy and resource industry. Now, the Carbonxt Group is meeting these demands through its technologies focused on reducing emissions from coal-fired power stations and improved water filtration and purification. Now, over the past 7 years, the Carbonxt Group has invested significantly in the development of the Carbonxt technology. The core Carbonxt process produces highly pure carbon from coal. Now, this high-grade carbon can be used as a fuel for energy, for production of goods manufactured into a variety of valuable high-demand products. Our Carbonxt product has been independently approved for use as a fuel, activated carbon, carbon black, and many individual carbon polymer products. Carbonxt has elected to pursue the activated carbon market as its first commercial product application, utilizing Carbonxt as feedstock for activated carbon. It generates significant technical and commercial advantages when compared to competing activated carbon products. Activated carbon is a filtration product used to purify drinking water, food-grade liquids, and factory air emissions. A relatively new use for activated carbon is for the capture of mercury emissions from coal-fired power plants. The United States has recognized the significant human health issues associated with mercury emissions from coal-fired power stations and has resolved to implement federal legislation that will limit these emissions. The detailed legislation will be announced in 2011 and implemented in stages nationally. Now, many of the U.S. state governments have not waited for the federal legislation. In early 2010, 17 states have implemented mercury emissions legislation to restrict emissions from coal-fired power plants. Internationally, the United Nations has undertaken a strong initiative towards reducing global emissions of mercury. In February of 2009, over 140 countries agreed to develop a legally binding treaty on international mercury emissions. The three biggest emitters, being China, India, and the United States, have all committed to the development of this treaty with the objective to have the legal framework in place by 2013. Now, this new application for activated carbon is having a dramatic effect on the activated carbon market. The prices are increasing, and it is predicted that the total market will more than double over the next 5 years. Utilizing the Carbonxt technology and producing activated carbon results in significant benefits in capturing mercury. It drastically reduces energy required to produce activated carbon, and it also allows the carbon to be tailored to specific power plant situations, which can be critical in meeting the legislation requirement. In the development of the Carbonxt technology, there have been over 3,000 test runs, with many forms of independent product testing. The process is low pressure and low temperature, resulting in low capital and operating costs. Carbonxt has developed a technical facility in West Virginia. This facility has a plant that is capable of producing up to 2 tons of activated carbon per day. This plant is used for testing with activated carbon users and new product development. The company is also well into the development of its first commercial facility to be located in West Virginia. A 6-acre site has been secured at the Bayer Crop Science Manufacturing Facility near Charleston. The permits are in hand, coal supply secured, and the engineering of this plant is nearly completed. This plant will produce approximately 20,000 tons of activated carbon per year, and it will be the first of a series of plants constructed in the United States to serve this market. The Carbonxt Group has developed strong commercial and political partnerships in West Virginia, with the West Virginia government agreeing to provide the company with a low-interest loan toward the cost of the first commercial plant. The company has also incorporated a technical services company called Clear Carbon Innovations, based in Florida, and recruiting world-class teams specializing in activated carbon and mercury capture. Carbonxt is currently seeking investors to finalize its commercialization program. It's anticipated that this will be the last opportunity for private investment prior to the company undertaking an initial public offering on the Australian Stock Exchange. I'm excited about our potential contribution in lowering global emissions and improving drinking water standards. On behalf of the company, I'd like to thank you for your ongoing support in helping us ensure the Carbonxt technology are able to realize their full potential.